Okay, are we back, guys? I think we are. Crazy, crazy tech difficulties. We're not going to stress about it, though, Mel.
No.
Just this.
Yep. Okay.
All right, so tell us if you can see us now. Are we back? Ah, good deal. Good deal. All right, Melody's getting her page back up where she was. So it looks like we left off with Melody's group looks different than my group. She was going to talk about the differences. And while you're getting ready for that, Mel, there's a couple things. Let's see. I think this is Nikki66 says in Mel's group, any group member can post instantly, but in Maymay's group, all posts get approved first. That's right. We'll talk about that too. Maymay, I posted a pic on your Facebook page of what I get when I click on the link that Melody provided. Oh, I'm not where I can go see that.
I can't.
My Facebook page is Maymay Made It Y'all. That may be the problem. You may have to get it, the link. Did you get the link out of the? You did though. You got the link from the address bar. See, no, that's the group, right?
No, this is your page.
Oh, that's my personal page. Yeah, she's talking about my fan page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maymay Made It. Here.
There it is. So she said that one, the link didn't work. Teamwork. 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 That's how you get stuff done. I think Mel and I make a good team. Melody knows all the tech stuff, and I just run my mouth.
That's good. Keep me on track.
She doesn't panic over stuff. She just figures it out. I panic. I'm like, oh no, we're not live anymore. We're going to get right back on topic, guys. We just want to get everybody caught back up. I promise. We'll be right back in just a second. So she's sharing. She's going to share that link. I think. What are you doing?
What am I supposed to do?
Share the link to my Facebook page again. No, but they're not able to get to it for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one. Yes, you are seeing this live, Judy Lucas. Judy, I'm glad you're here with us. I'm glad you're here. Perfect. There it is. Try that one. Oh, crap. She can't get to the group page. Sorry. She can't get to the group page. It was my fault. I read it wrong. There it is. Sorry.
If you search in Facebook up here on the link, you can search Maymay Made It and So Did I. That's the name of her group, and it will come up.
Oh, hey, Michelle. Cool. Okay, I didn't know that's who I was talking to. All right, we're back at it. We're going to Melody's group page, and we're going to talk about the differences between Melody's group and my group. I'm going to slap myself for not using right words today. We have to use right words. We're trying to teach, so we have to use correct verbiage.
Oh, and I want to say Facebook is not always working because over here it says Leanne is not a member of the group. She is a member of the group. When I click add, this person has just tried to add she's already a member of the group. So I even saw my name over here. I'm like, what's going on? These are suggested members. So not everything you see in Facebook is correct. Just like anything, it's not always correct.
And Facebook glitches, guys, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
It just happens.
So I'm just afraid Leanne is watching this video and she sees as a suggested member that she's not a member. She is a member. Okay. We were talking about the differences between our groups. My group, I have my rules and things in the pinned post. So when you go to my group, I prefer you to do the pinned post and click on the see more, because I have rules and stuff here like be nice and help others when asking questions. My rules are pretty easy. I like to keep my rules all about Cricut Design Space or Cricut projects and things like that. When you're asking other questions or other crafting questions, I suggest to go to another group. I also have the craft hoarders where everything's welcome too. And in the files, I also have links to helpful information where you can click on that. And these are questions that are asked a lot. And so I have the answers here to a lot of them. So when you're a newbie and you're coming here for the first time and you're all excited, you don't know how to do a lot of things, you can always come here first. I also have the complete guide to Cricut Design Space with all of the index of how to do everything. And
I wish I could make people understand how important that video is. Like, I've tried to explain it to people. Even when I do my classes here in the cottage, I give a link to your video because, guys, the complete guide to Design Space that Melody Lane did is like having a live directions book. What are they called? Manual. It's like having a live manual. So if you're brand new to Cricut, and I know some of you guys are today, I've seen that. What she's showing you is if you need to know any of these topics as a member of her group, actually, there's lots of ways to get this. It's on her YouTube page too.
It's on my blog too. Can you guys see this, my blog? Or are you seeing Facebook?
Yeah, we see it. No, we see your blog. And you can see the video. Here's something cool too. If you see that video right there, hover over that, Mel. All right, if you press play, I don't know, where's the little thingies popping up on the bottom so you can watch it in YouTube? There it is. See where it says YouTube at the bottom? You can watch it in YouTube by clicking YouTube. The reason you want to do that, a couple reasons, but for this one, it's going to take you to it where you can open the description box and see all the indexed things you want to know.
Click on show more.
Well, you guys, this video, Melody, how many days did it take you to do this video?
Over a month. It took 3 days for it to actually upload on YouTube because it was so long. It was 5 hours of footage. I got down to 2, so it goes very quickly.
But you can just click. You can be like, I need to learn how to weld. It's right there. I can never tell people how important this video is enough all the time. So if you're a newbie today, that's the video. Matter of fact, Mel, can you put the link in the chat? That is the video you want to watch, or you want to have in your arsenal. You want to have it where you can get to it.
I also want to say one reason, now this goes for Facebook and our blog or whatever, the reason you want to click on the YouTube thing down here is because when you're signed in, look at where it started. It started in the middle of the video because that's where I last left off. So this is a 2-hour video. You might not have 2 hours, but if you have 20 minutes, you can watch it 20 minutes at a time. And when you go back to it, it'll go where you left off.
I'm glad you clicked on that. Now, let's say this. There's something else I want you to go back to your group. Let's say you see that post. Do you have that in a post on your group?
Yes. Let's show how to share the post or how to search the post, I mean.
And then how to save the post too.
Right. But up here, right underneath where it says the notifications and things, I can click there, and I know I can click the word guide, and it's going to come up somewhere. So here's a post I posted about it, but that original post that's in the files, it's one of the first things I posted, so I have to keep scrolling down.
And you can be more specific with your search too. And you can use this for anything. I want to tell you this while she's looking. Let's say you came to Melody's group and you saw where somebody did a treat box for Snickers bars. You can type that into the search, and all the posts about that will pop up so you can find that post again.
Yeah. Or you can search a name, or you posted and you can't find your post, search your own name. And it will only show things in that group. So here's the post that I did. And it's just what's in the files. And then you can comment. And when you comment on a post, and sometimes you'll see me say bump, just because I try to bump it up so more people can see it. Now,
and that means bump it to the first post on the page right now.
Right. To refresh it, I just click discussion, and then now that brings it to the top. The pinned post will always be on the top, but then this will be the top post.
That's it. Always know that. Now, this is not so if you're looking at Facebook from an app or from your or from your iPad. Explain that.
Well, it does still bring it up to the top, but the pinned post, when you're looking at an app, you won't really see the post. You only see the words pinned post, and you can click on those words to see the pinned post.
That's right.
So I was just going to say, I suggest always looking at the pinned post when you first join a group, and then you don't have to look at it again unless they say it's been redone.
Okay, so now let's show them you found the post that you were looking for and you don't want to lose this again. And I use this for recipes. Whenever you see those little quick, fast recipe videos, I do this all the time. Show them what you're going to do.
You can click save. So now I have the saved post. And then you can go over here in your sidebar and click on saved, and it will show things that you've saved. I don't save too much.
I have to tell you that Sue Caballero said, I thought you were giving people a fist bump. It's that too. Like, boom. That's cute. Hey, Sherry says, do you have an icon or app that is just for the complete guide, or is that even possible?
On my app, I do have the complete guide. It's also on YouTube. All you have to do is search Cricut Design Space Guide. It's pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, Jen didn't know about the save option. Let me just tell you something. I'm fixing to change your world, okay? And I'm going to use it based. I love the recipe videos because they're quick, fast, and I'm like, oh, I want to do this, but I'm on the road or I'm on my phone. I can just click save on that post, and then whenever I want to find them, Melody's going to show you where to find them after you've saved them.
You just go over here to, I don't know what this bar is called, your sidebar?
Yeah, sidebar.
It says saved, and I just click on saved, and then this is where the things are that I saved. So now I'm right back to it.
Mm-hmm. And all your saved stuff. It doesn't have to be crappy stuff. It can be just your saved stuff will be right there. You can do that on your phone too, or on your app, because you can just push on that. I think it's in the bottom. Let me go to mine real quick. And the little bars in the bottom where you pick to kind of maneuver around groups and pages and things like that, you'll see your saved options there too. So you can get to that on both, not just here.
Right.
All right, let me see. I've got some people talking. I might have to look at the pin post quite often. I belong to lots of groups. No way I can remember the rules for each one. I don't want to start something to get kicked out. That's exactly right. Just refresh yourself. I do that too. Sometimes I'll have a video that's on a topic that I know there's a group that I'm in that's talking about that right now. And I want to go post it, but I have to go refresh myself too to see if I'm allowed to. Because some groups I'm not allowed to post in. Like Melody's, she allows me to post whatever. I allow Melody to, I mean, we can do whatever we want in each other's groups, but some groups I'm not allowed, so I check that too, and I know Melody does too.
Yes.
Here's a pet peeve of mine. This is from Barbara Carlson again. Pet peeve of mine and others is when people start a post with, if this isn't allowed, delete it, go to the pinned post and see if it's allowed. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I think if you have to post, if this isn't allowed, you need to message an admin first and ask.
Yes. And if you missed how to find the admins, you just click members and then admins. And I have a moderator. Jamie Leonard helps me moderate, and she helps let people in the group also. Because when I started this video, I had like 20, and then it went up to 28 people wanting to join. She must have let people in because now there's only 10.
And that's what my admins do too. I never understood the moderator part when I opened my group, so I just have admins.
Well, it's something new, so it wasn't there when you opened it.
That's true. Hummingbird Haven Ministry says, thank you. This is like a kid in a candy store. Save information is the best. Didn't know. Just love you guys. Just wait. We got other stuff's going to blow your mind in a few minutes. All right. Linda Mayer says, is that for any Facebook page or just groups? I'm not sure what the question is. If you're talking about save, then you can do that with any.
Yeah,
anywhere.
Any post anywhere on Facebook.
So many people just learned about save today. I'm so glad you learned it because it's kind of like a Pinterest board without Pinterest. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Also, you can go up here and not just save the post, but you can turn on and off notifications. I sometimes have to turn off notifications. Like this post has 208 comments. Because I posted it, I get a notification every time somebody comments. And sometimes it's just a little too much. So I know I can go back there and I can go and read the comments. Something else I want to show is it says view previous comments. This is something important. If somebody's asking a question and it doesn't look like anyone's answered, because you got to see the previous comments. Because sometimes, I mean, you can go back further and further, and read the comments. You don't want to miss, like this one is cricket advice. I'm asking the experienced people to help out the newbies. What advice do you have for them? So this is full of comments, and you don't want to miss the first comments. So you want to go make sure you go back and check all that.
The other thing you might want to use view previous comments for is if someone did ask a question in their post, somebody may have answered exactly what you're going to say. And
Yes.
so it might just save you time, and like you might have the answer, but somebody might have already said the answer. I find that a lot in my own groups because my admins are just on it. So sometimes I go look and I'm like, oh, they've already answered. So I just keep moving, you know. All right, we have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. The first question is it wrong to delete your post if it's a simple question and gets answered? No, it's not.
Oh.
It's not wrong. Okay, go, Mel.
Well, I was just going to say, you can delete it if you want. Sometimes they're nice to have up because some other people might have the same question. And
I prefer you leave them because so many times it is a question somebody wants to know. And now that we've taught you guys how to search, you might come into a group and search something, a topic, and be able to find it if you leave it there. We appreciate it. There's no dumb questions.
Right.
All right, the next question, Mel, is can you say photos the same way?
I would like to go over the photos because I think photos in groups are really important. Because sometimes I miss post. There's so many people posting, and as they post, they move down to the bottom unless someone comments to bring them back up. And then I lose the post. But if I look through the pictures, I'm like, oh, I didn't see that post. I want to click on it. Like I could click on this picture and I can see who posted it, and I can see the comments and things like that. So when you click on the picture, you can go over here. Oh, all I have is turn off notifications.
I think you can go, nope, you can't. Never mind.
But if you go to the regular feed and find it, okay, now I can't go any further. Well, you should be able to, because you can save the post.
Yeah, go back, go to the pictures again. And just click on one. So here's a pretty picture and you want to save it. And it's by Stephanie Love Poulin. So you can just put her name in.
Yeah, you can search her name here. We're just going to search Stephanie. And there it is. So then I can save her post.
And then you got it. That's a little bit around the way. Facebook will probably come around and fix that. But at this point, it looks like that.
And this is nice because she made this for her sister-in-law, but for her birthday, but she can't post it on her own page. Her sister-in-law won't see it in this group unless she's a member.
Are the photos in date order then newest on top?
Yes. You can also make albums, and then it also shows videos. You can create your own album here if you like.
You know, the only time they wouldn't be in date order is because I'm pretty sure I have this option. If I go in and move them around, I don't do that, but I'm pretty sure I have the option to do that.
I don't know. I've never tried that.
As an owner or admin, I think I can do that. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. All right, wait just a second. Okay. All right, so we have now talked about saving, which is amazing. We love that one. We've talked about how to join, the pin post. We've talked about guidelines. Let's talk about events, Mel.
Okay. Also, I want to talk about notifications really fast.
Okay.
Let me find a post. If you like a post and you want to hear more about it, but you don't want to comment, you can turn on notifications too. A lot of people put F, they'll put an F here. F means follow. I would rather you put, oh, that's cute or that's pretty. And I encourage people to comment on the things they like, just because when you're posting a project and nobody comments or likes it, you feel sad. And I don't want anyone to feel sad. So if you like it, let them know you like it.
Yeah, and think about this. If someone was new to Facebooking and you put an F in the comment, they may not have a clue what that means and think, What does it mean? I mean, they might think it's
ask.
And also, I want to talk to you about this real quick. Let's say in my group on the pin post, we use that for giveaways. And what happens is every month we have a new topic, a new giveaway, and you post your entry in the comment section of that post. Well, let's just say you don't want to get a notification every time somebody posts in that pin post, because there's going to be a lot of people that enter throughout the month. You can turn off notifications on that post after you post yours, so you don't have to see all of them unless you want to come back and see it.
Right. Because I have to do that when I post contests and you have to put something in there. I have to turn off notifications, and then I'll go back and read them later.
Show them how to do that. There it is. And then turn on or turn off.
I didn't have them on, so then I can just go here and turn them off. So I won't be notified every time somebody else comments.
And that's good, because those are just entries, and you might want to see them, but you don't want to see them every time somebody posts. Now, you won't see them if you don't comment on there. That's another thing to think about. If you just see a post in a group, this is important, because some people are scared to join groups because they don't want their feed to get filled up.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to see the main feed, but unless you comment in the post, you're not going to see it over and over and over again.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
You won't see it every time somebody says something on it.
Somebody just added me to the closed group, friends who like Cindy's stuff. This is what I was talking about. I don't like to be added.
But can you still receive a tag notification? Yes. If you're tagged, you're still going to see that.
Yes. So if somebody tags you. And you cannot tag other people who are not in the group.
That is correct.
They will not receive that tag.
Okay, several questions. Before we go there, let's talk about, well, we'll go here. We'll come back to it. All right, so can we make an album off of Maymay's page? You can save photos, right? And put them where you want them? Can you?
No, I don't know. What do you mean?
She's saying if I see pictures there and I want to save them and make an album for myself for later.
I think you can just save them and they'll be in your saved.
I think you just have to save them, or even save them to your computer. I know you can save them to your computer. Sometimes I do that.
Like, I can right click on my mouse and I can save image.
And do that hover again where the things pop up at the bottom of that picture. Did you see that? There we go.
Yeah, I can tag photo. So if I wanted to tag Maymay made it in this photo, usually you do it over the face. There, it just tagged Maymay.
Oh, thanks.
I'm done tagging. And what are options you can download? You can report the photo.
There it is, download. I knew there was a way. You can download the photo to your computer too.
Yeah. Oh, and like. And you can also, if you hover over the like, you can love it, or you can laugh at it, go, wow, sad, or angry.
Yep. So because the next question is, but can you still receive a tag notification? Let's talk about tagging in a little more detail.
Okay.
So let's say you wanted to tag me in something, Melody. So you show me what you would do. She typed my name.
This mouse is so sensitive. Okay, I type her name and that comes up. That means it'll turn that into a tag. And I can say, I'll delete this later. I can say, Maymay, look. And you'll see it because it's in blue. So that means it's tagged. If it's in gray, that means that person is not a member of the group and they will not see it. Because if you're not a member, you can't see anything. Oh, let's also talk about the share option. If I want to share this post, oh, I can't share this one, maybe because it's the pinned post. Okay, so how come I can't share any of these?
I don't know. You should be able to share all of them.
Here's one I can share.
Here's one. Weird.
Yeah, I don't know why. So I can share this, and I can share it public, or if I click here, it'll ask me I can write a post. If I have a friend who might like this, I can put it on their timeline, just as we went through in part 1. I'm going to say part 1 of the video because now this video is going to be into 2 videos. I'll see if I can get them
Hey,
together.
I bet you can't share those because they're not posted by a group of owner or admin. Because it being in a group, I was told by a friend this weekend that they couldn't share my videos out of my group because they're not, let's see, what was it? Because it's a closed group?
Well, if I were to share this on a closed, because it's in a closed group, no one else can see it unless they are in her group.
Okay, that's what it was then.
So I could share it, but no one else can see it unless they're in her group. Now, let me start over with this. Okay, let me share it. I'm just going to share now public. So I can go to my page. Oh, I'm going to click up here on my name. And then there it is. I shared it. Now, anyone who's in Maymay's group can also see this. Like maybe they missed it in her group because they didn't get, you don't get notifications on everything that goes up in the group. And if you want notifications, let me show you how to do that.
All right, so she's fixing to show you. You've joined a group. You want to get notifications and you want to decide how you want to be notified. So that's what she's showing you.
Okay, I forgot. Is it here?
It should be right. It should be right next to notifications. Oh wait, click on the actual word notifications, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. So right now I only get highlights on my feed. And let's talk about the feed. That's when you click the home button. So if I want to see all posts, I would click all post. If I want to see just my friends post, not what people I don't know post, I can click on only my friends in that group post. Or you can turn them off. If a group is just too busy and you're on vacation or, you know, you're not crafting for a while and you don't want to be bothered with this, you can turn them off.
And also, you can turn them off if you want to be in charge of when you look at a group. Like
Right.
if you say, I get off work at night, I want to go look at my groups when I get off when I'm drinking my coffee, you don't need notifications. That's how you can do it. Some people do that. Some people have notifications turned off and then they look at the group when they want to look at the group.
Right.
We don't want you to do that. We want you to be able to see what we're posting all the time. So just so you know that. So question here is, and this is going back to pictures, if I just want an album on, say, the elf card, can I make an album on just that? I think the best thing to do is probably just to save those posts, because unless you want to download all those pictures and throw them into your own kind of like file on your computer at this point, I'm sure they'll have a way to fix that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's notifications. What's next? What you got?
Oh, should we talk about videos?
Hold on, let me see what group notes I have. How to manage your groups. Oh, how to manage our groups. You can go over there to groups on the sidebar. And I think this is pretty cool. And I do this because I have so many groups. See how Mel has all these as her favorite here at the top? You can put what groups are your favorite so it's easy to get to them from the sidebar. And you can leave groups, like do one of those drop downs or whatever that is, the little wheel beside one. Like see this? You can edit notifications from here. You can leave the group. You can add it to your favorites. So let's say somebody, like I get added to so many groups. I go to this page a lot and have to just clean them out and just, you know, leave the group from here. So you might have to do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nana says, I just did a search for Maymay's group with my friend's Facebook account on an iPad and it shows up, but it doesn't show up on my Facebook account on my laptop. That is weird. That is weird. I don't understand that. It could be a browser situation. I don't know what browser you're using. So then you see the sidebar Melody's got. She's got her pages. She's got her groups. And the reason this is important for me, how I use it, because I have a group for my design team, a group for my admins, a group for heart, a group for, I have so many groups that I put my favorites up there so I can just run over there and click easy to get to those groups.
Oh, I want to go show them how I can get notifications every time you post. Or
okay, so Dawn says, so if you add a group to favorites, it will be on top. Your favorites will be in that top box, and they'll be the first ones listed. You only can see so many in your sidebar before you have to click more, but they'll be the first ones listed in your sidebar.
Now, this is something I do for like my sister and my brother and my mom, because most of my Facebook is crafting, but I don't want to miss other things from some other people, even though I still do, because I usually go to Facebook and go to notifications first, and that keeps me busy for hours. But up here, it says we're friends, and it has a star next to it because I have her set as a close friend. That means I get more notifications. Or I can put us as acquaintances, or I can make other lists, which I don't know where these lists came from. These are places I used to work. So I guess they automatically make them. But you can make a list of crafty friends or family or the people you work with. And then when you do a post, you can choose just those people to see that post. So the friends that you want to make sure you don't miss anything on, go to their page, click on the friends, and get notifications and make them close friends.
Also, while you're talking about that, you don't have to go to everyone's page to get your notifications. Once you've signed up, in the top bar at the very top, Melody can show you where all your notifications live.
Yeah. So this is where I go every single day. I could go here all the time and see. So Tamitha commented on my link. I'm going to click it and go see what she said. She says, thanks for sharing, LOL, because she's watching this video live. But when people share mine, I try to say.
See if you can see one where you're tagged.
What was that?
See if you can see one where you're tagged to show people what happens when someone tags you somewhere else.
Oh,
it'll say it. You may not have been tagged today.
Tamitha, yes. Go tag me.
Yeah. Just one person though, not everybody. You'll be like, ah. But if you get tagged, it'll say so-and-so tagged you in this post. And so you'll know that they're talking to you or about you. Well, they probably wouldn't tag you if they were talking about you.
And that's the ones that I'm tagged in are where I go first. And then when the ones like this one's, they commented on my post, I go there next to see what they commented, if they have a question or something. And here I got a
you have to imagine that Melody and I have so many notifications that we kind of have to go to them in kind of systematically. So I know if I'm tagged in a post, somebody wants to know something.
Right.
And then
sometimes I miss tags also, because once I click this, the number goes back to 0. So sometimes I don't know how far it's gone. You can see all these are in blue. I have not clicked on any of these. This one I did see, and I just haven't. So Tamitha tagged me in this one. So I'm going to go to that again. See, Tamitha tagged you in a post. Oh, I can add this to my timeline if I want to. I have a setting that I really don't know how this works, because sometimes they tag me and it goes to my timeline and sometimes it doesn't. Oh, no, if they tag me, I have to approve it to my timeline.
Right. Now, the reason for that,
and I'm going
to, it doesn't always happen, but I get that a lot because a lot of people send videos like Dotson videos, because I'm a Winnie Dog fan. So they send a lot of that to my personal page, and I have to go put those on my timeline if I want them to be shown, because I have it set that way. So that's how she knows that she's tagged. So here's the thing for you guys as our viewers. If you have a question for us, it's always good to tag us in the question, because a lot of times, especially on my groups, people will type my name. And one thing that happens to me, I don't think this happens to Melody as bad, but my name is, Maymay is one word. So if you type in like Maymay, and if you do a capital M in the middle, sometimes it won't pull me up to tag me. So you want to make sure you let it pull me up, and then you tag me so I can find you to answer the question. And I'm sure Melody's the same way. It's like easier if we know you want to look for us.
Right. And this is also, I can let people know. Well, on this one, this is what she tagged. If you see the two little people here, I don't know if you guys can see in the video.
Yeah.
And only friends can see that. Let me go to one of my posts. So here I have this as public. You see the globe. So that means anybody looking at my profile, they don't have to be a friend or a follower. They can see this post. I try to make most of mine public just because most of them are for everyone to see. But I can change it to friends or only me or acquaintances or custom or people that are in different groups or lists of friends.
Carrie Ruddick says, just a note, you can set it so that you have to approve it before a tag of you shows up on your feed.
Yes, that's what I just did when I clicked before to add to my.
And Sherry Lesh says, I don't know how you both keep up with all of this. Really, you do an amazing job if you ask me. Thank you. we do have a lot to keep.
Yes.
I should show you my email account. I have 3 email accounts. And not only do I have YouTube comments and then Facebook comments, Melody has all I'm telling you too. Just all the same thing I do. Plus probably more because she does other groups on Facebook than I do. But this is how we communicate with you guys. And that's important to us because we want to be able to hear your questions and answer your questions. That's the whole reason we do what we do.
And I want to explain the video thing on Facebook. Because there's so many different ways to watch videos. And I think there's, we want you to go to YouTube to watch the video, not really on Facebook. But here's a video for my 50,000 subscriber giveaway. So if you click the little thing there, you can watch it right on Facebook. If you go somewhere else or go to notifications, you're done with the video. I mean, you could always go back and find it again. But what's best to do is click the YouTube thing. I'm going to refresh it and go back to where we were because I want to show you how you don't have to click where I just clicked. And then I want to go over links too because some people are always asking, where's the link? I don't see the link. Okay, so here's the same video again. I can click on 50,000 subscribers. So I can click on the name of the video and that opens up YouTube. And then this is where you can like the video, you can go down to the description and click show more, and then you can see more in the video. When we say things are down below in the description, this is where they're at. They're not on Facebook. So this is really important.
Think about that.
Yeah. Because we say it's down in the description below and they can't find it because they're not on YouTube.
Yep, I did not think about that. So you need to watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. We want you to watch it on YouTube anyway.
Or click it here and then click the little YouTube icon.
Yeah. Wow. I did not even think about that.
And then those are Pinterest. So like, here's a link to Dreaming Tree SVGs. I've had people say, well, how do you get there? What's the website? When you see something like this with a picture and these words here, this entire thing here is a link. So you click that and it will take you to their website. And then it opens up a new tab, at least it does on mine. There may be settings that you can set for that, I'm not sure. And like this one, this is for the Explorer One on Walmart. You could click the link here or you can click it here and it will open it up on Walmart. So sometimes it's the picture that it's the link. Sometimes it will look like this video did where it just had just a little picture and not the full picture.
Okay, couple of things. Maybe you should do a live chat like this for YouTube too. We did do one of these for YouTube. And I was saying that earlier. We have a total video that does, I can't say the name, but anyway, it says, maybe you should do a live chat like this for YouTube too. include things like how to make playlists, etc. Just a thought. So we totally have done that. That's why we did this one. We will link that in the description of this video when we get it done. And you can watch that one. And we'll put this one on a playlist so you'll have both.
Yeah.
And it teaches you everything about YouTube. You'll love it. Then Dawn says, when I like something, there are several choices. One says, share post now. Does this mean it's showing up on all my friends' timeline? When she likes something.
I think it does sometimes. Like over here to the left, I have this bar where this person likes Detroit Lions photo. This person shared something. I really don't go here ever or pay attention.
I never look at that bar, but I bet that's where that goes.
But now we didn't talk about this. When you click your home, this is like where your feed. Like this is the feed that posts from your friends or some of the groups are in, and you know, this is where if you want to see what's going on from all your friends, this is where you go. I usually go.
There's some questions, and we have a lot to keep covering, so I'm gonna keep us moving. Ready? Here's a question. Would you rather that people that want to join your groups private message you with the person that recommended them to your pages?
I don't know.
I'd say no.
Messages.
I'd say no. I get way too many messages and I wouldn't be able to keep up with that. What I would rather you do is share the group with your friend and let them decide. And if they want to join, that's perfectly fine. Yeah. And then once you're in the group together, you might just say, hey, I'm so glad you enjoyed the group, or talk back and forth to them. But you don't need to let us know that.
But if they're brand new to Facebook and they just started their page today, maybe you can message us and let us know, can you add so-and-so? She's my crafty friend.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, okay, hold on. I've got another thing going on here. Okay, that's the issue. When someone is brand new, we or our admin needs to know. If they're brand new to Facebook, but if they're a friend of yours on Facebook and they're just like you, we can pretty much just approve them by looking just like we did when we approved you. So that's no big deal. But if they're brand new to Facebook, we will need to know. Okay, next one. I have 3 I think this is a question. I have 3 emails also. Oh, okay, so Jean has a lot of things she has to keep up with too. Then Sherry says, I seem to miss when you're going live on Facebook. I usually run across it when you're mid-video and it's over. Always catch later. How is this announced?
Do you want to
I can talk about it. Oh, you want me to do a live?
We could show them.
All right, watch Melodies. Let's see. I'll have to go on my main page, won't
I? You could go in a group.
Oh, I can go in my group because you're a member. All right. So what I do is, if I know I'm going to be live, let me tell you this part. If I know at a certain time I'm going to be live, I'm going to post it where I'm going to be live. I'm going to say, hey, in 30 minutes, I'm going to be live on this page or this group or what have you. So you want to make sure you have the notifications turned on from me.
And I'll show you how to turn those on too while her video's going on.
All right, and I'm going to go live. This is faster than me, believe it or not. Okay. Connecting, go live. Hey guys, it's May May, and we're doing a live over on YouTube teaching about, I'm going live in this group for just a minute so Melody can talk about, so I'm going to turn this around and show you guys our screen, so while Melody's talking, it'll make sense.
Right here at the bottom, you can see the notification. She is live now. You can also see it up here on the top. May May is live. So I'm going to click that, and it's going to bring me right to her video. So this is the video, and she's showing what you guys are seeing too. And I don't want to miss her next video. So I'm going to click the little V here for notifications, and I'm going to turn, oh, how does this work? You can turn on notifications. I think if I click her next video. Okay. So I'm going to click the, there, I turned the sound off. So when you click it like this, let me first say, you got to give her some love. So you can post these little things and they go across the screen. They're really cute if you've never done that. Okay, and then click here. No, not there. That's her other video. Where'd the notifications go? Okay, here it is. Here's a little V. You can save video, turn off note. There's somewhere where you can say turn on notifications. Maybe I don't have that because turn off live notifications and then turn on live notifications. I had this on, so that's why I got the notification. So go to one of her videos and make sure you have turn on live notifications. So as soon as she goes live, you'll get a notification.
So all my friends that are on my Facebook Live right now, that's a great thing for you to see because you ask me all the time how to do it. Now you know this. And all you guys over on YouTube, I think it is also for this too. Then you'll get notifications on your mobile, just like you do any other time. All right, guys, I'm going to close out the live because we're going to finish on YouTube. If you're not with us over on YouTube, head to Melody Lane's channel. We're live on her channel right now, and we'd love to see you guys in the chat. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Yeah, so that's great.
I already had it on. That's why I couldn't find it. So I turned it off and then turned it back on.
And you guys are learning a lot. Okay, hold on one second. Let me see what we just had said just then because I was many things. So Dawn, when she asked earlier about if she likes a post on their timeline, when it gives her that option, share with your friends, I don't think it goes on their timeline unless you choose share with your friends. If you don't want to do that. Now, the next thing is Positively Debbie says, did you know there are 1.7 billion daily active users on Facebook? If Facebook was a country, it'd be the largest country in the world.
Wow. And I want to say a lot of people don't use Facebook. I don't really know why, but I keep track of my family that way. Not keep track of them. I know what they're doing. You know, with my sister and her kids, I can go to her page and see pictures daily or see what they're doing or where they're going and what's going on. It keeps me closer to my family. And I've talked to family I haven't seen in years.
I will tell you, I used to not be, let me put my glasses back on so I can see. I've got over 40 syndrome, so I can't see my phone with my glasses. So I used to, for her was about the drama on Facebook. And the drama. Well, let me just tell you, I Facebook post all day long. There is no drama because I stop following the drama or how I want it. But I can go to like Vince's Facebook and his is totally different than mine because it's based on what he wants to see and who he wants to hear from. So you can crazy, but in Alabama we have, relatives. Let's say you have a relative you don't want to follow. We have, when I say in Alabama, you know how we say we put our crazy relatives on the porch so everybody can see? You may have a relative you don't want to follow. You don't have to.
You can still be friends with them, but if you look here, you can click here and, where's the notifications? You can turn off notifications so you don't get notifications. Put them as an acquaintance. They're still a friend, but then when you click on your home, you probably won't see what they're doing. I better go back and make sure you're a friend.
If not, I would warn you, hey, you're not getting my notification. But I think that I really was the person who was like, I don't want to be in the drama. And I thought if you're on Facebook, I don't know. I guess I thought it just automatically made me follow everybody, but you don't have to. You totally can set it up just like you want it. You can follow who you want, for who you want. You can get in whatever groups you want. You can leave groups. That's another thing I want to tell you. Melody and I talked about how we get added to groups all the time. You can leave a group. You don't have to stay there. And it doesn't matter what people say. You can leave a group.
Yeah.
How to tag. Here's something. We've been here a while today. I know we had some technical issues, but I want to say this. We have to talk about messages. We see them and sometimes we don't.
Yeah. You can also go over here. Messages are up here, and then you can click on them. I don't really want to show you all my private messages.
Yeah,
But
I know. I'm trying to think how to do this.
you can do it there. And you can search. And you can add people. Let me click on Maymay's message. Okay, like here it's just me and Maymay, and it's in color now. You can change the color of your message and stuff. You can add a friend. So I could just type the name of a friend and put Vince Helms. So I can add him to our chat, and now it opens a new chat with Maymay and Vince.
And Melody, because it's her page.
And me, because it's mine. So I can see this is like the three of us chatting together. And you can have lots of people in a group. You can have your family in a group. You could put all your kids in a group if you want, you know, anything you want. You can send pictures. So I can click here, and then it'll give me the option on my computer to send a picture or a sticker or an attachment. You can even pay people this way. There's a little button there.
So if you have to pay for friends, it's super easy. Like, here's your monthly friend payment, Mel.
Here, I can send Maymay $1.
Oh goodness, I can have what, a cup of coffee? No.
I don't have a valid credit card.
Thank goodness.
It's expired. I don't use that one anymore. So can send stickers. Do the thumbs up. And if you hold down the thumbs up button, it gets bigger. Does Vince wonder why he's getting these?
He's probably wondering, what are they doing? Because his phone's going bling, bling, bling. No coffee for me. Dang it.
Was there?
Okay, so Liz, here's what I want you to talk about. Why is it that someone would send a message to me, but I would never see it?
Oh, good one. If they're not my friend, I get these messages. You have to go to this other folder, message requests. And let me just say, sometimes the messages are not there either. I don't want people to think I ignore them for any reason. When they go to the other folder, I don't always get notifications, and I don't always check that because I forget. But also, I have had people comment, like they'll comment on one of my posts, I sent you a message, and I go look for it. It's nowhere to be found. So what I do is I have to go to their page. Like say Maymay sent me a message. I'll have to go to her page, click on the message to be able to see the message, and then it shows up. So if you've sent me a message, don't think I'm ignoring you. Let me know in a comment, tag me somewhere, anywhere, and say, I sent you a message.
I promise you, we never ignore you. Like, if I'm not responding to you through messages, through email, it is not because I don't want to. There's a reason. And another thing about that, you have to go find them. There's another place that I miss messages, and let me tell you about this one. On my page, on the Maymay Made It page, for that, all those messages go into a different messenger spot. And so if I forget to go over there and check that, I don't see them. So I have to remind myself to go over there all the time because they end up in a different spot. So what I have is I have set up an automatic response on that page that says, if you messaged me here, it's probably best to email me here because I never see that one. So
yeah. If I get messages on my Melody Lane Designs page, I don't get notifications for those. And so sometimes I don't see them right away.
Jean says, this is also where we say I PM'd you. That's right. Messenger used to be called private message. Now they call it Messenger. So if you say I messaged you, that's a private message.
Yeah.
We have too many spots. We do. There was another thing I wanted to say. Okay. Tiffany Lozier says, if someone unfriends me, I try and not get my feelings hurt, mostly because I do tons of crafts and play games on Facebook, and sometimes stuff goes to their feed and they are seeing it. They are overseeing it. Okay. I never get a notification when somebody unfriends me.
No, you don't get a notification.
So don't worry about unfriending
people. You go to their page and it says it asks you if you want to be friends.
Yeah, they'll see it later. Maybe they might go, hey, we're not friends anymore, but they don't get a notification. So if you need to go unfriend some folks, they don't get a notification. And I think some people say like etiquette nowadays is to say I'm cleaning up I don't know. I'm never going to say it. I'm just going to unfriend people and they won't miss me usually. Yeah. That's true. Okay. Michelle says you can unfollow people and stay friends. This is true. So let's say you don't want somebody to know that you have unfriended them. You can just unfollow them. And I will tell you, I don't know how Melody feels about this, but if for some reason we're friends and you use profanity, I am absolutely unfollowing you because I don't want that in my feed. I just don't like it. So that's an instant unfollow from me. I think you can go to your feed and let's see. Go to your feed and let me just see something. Like right there. Kim's got a video up. Do you see the drop down beside her video? Right here, you can unfollow. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That just keeps you from seeing what they post.
Look at this. This is, she shared Bernie Sanders. It lets me hide all things from that page. So if I don't want to see anything from that page, I can stop. And I don't want to see political stuff. So now I will never see anything from that page I don't like.
I guarantee you that's new, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen it.
I bet that since the
too much. I just go to my notifications and my groups.
Yeah, but I guarantee that since the notification. Okay, so Sue says, nice, Michelle. I was just going to say that. And this way, you still have the option that you can go to their page and check them out. That's true. You can. By unfollowing, that is. All right. Watching videos, we did. How to tag, we did. Message people, group app. We talked about that. What else? Let me see.
Let's do hashtags. I have hashtags.
And you got to ask questions in case you're missing anything.
Yeah, I have hashtags in my group. So like if you knew and I try to share tips and do hashtag, I can search the group. Did you know? And then it'll bring up all the posts that have the hashtag did you know.
We were using hashtags for giveaways, but people didn't understand them. It was so cool because what we could do is maybe like this month we're doing the tags giving event. And so if you put up a post and you put the hashtag tags giving, then for us to find all of the entries, that's how we did it. But it confused people so much. So we went to using the pin post for the giveaways because it's just easier to know, hey, just post right here. So hopefully this will help people understand what a hashtag is. And hashtags work the same way anywhere hashtags are usable.
Right. And let's say I don't know how to weld in Design Space, so I'm going to search weld in my Cricut Design Space group. It'll bring up things that are talking about weld, and it may be somebody else's question, but you can go and click the comments and see if it was answered. Maybe you have the same question.
And also, we had a question from Betty. She missed the beginning, and it said it was interrupted. Will this be on later to watch in full? Yes. As long as Melody can get that first part, she will make sure it's all there for you to see it.
Yeah, I hope so. So then the word welded is highlighted. So all of these posts have something to do with welding. So if I had a question, like I'm wanting to cut out a word as one image, do I weld or attach? Oh, I have that same question. Well, I can just click in the comments and get the answer.
I have a question. Why are we able to do larger fonts now? And how do we do that?
If you just type something in that's smaller, it goes bigger.
It does it on its own.
Huh?
It does it automatically.
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody's yelling at me. That's what I thought it was.
No.
Yelling at me?
We have control over it.
Okay, let's do this. Jean doesn't understand hashtags at all. And I think most people don't understand hashtags. So let's really spend a minute on hashtags. So I'm going to say it like this. When you post any kind of comment, you can hashtag, meaning you can do hashtag May made it. Then if I want to see anything that's ever been typed out with the hashtag Maymay made it, I will go to the search on whatever social media I'm on, type in hashtag Maymay made it, and anything anyone has ever put that wording in, I'll get to see it. It's kind of like, there's got to be an explanation for what it's like. I used to say it was like a file tab. You know how you have a file, like you have a filing drawer, and each folder has a name on it, and you know I put this paper into that folder? It's like that. Like you named a file, and everybody's putting something in that file, but the way you find it is by typing in the hashtag.
Right. And if you just want to find things in the group, you do the search in the group, and you can do it on the app too. In the app, you can do the search and type in what you want, and then you have the option to search the group or search all Facebook. If you want to search like the Did You Know everywhere on Facebook, I can just click it. So I'll click it, and it's going to show me everything, and the most recent ones are at the top. Everything that say Did You Know. Now, if I go down, loading more. There's things that I didn't post that have nothing to do with Cricut Design Space. But this is, anywhere else that somebody posted, Did You Know? Because it's not something I made up, Discovery Channel has things or, and you can learn new things. But if you search it just in my group, you won't see the other posts. You'll see just things about Cricut.
Yeah, this person says, I keep thinking there's a list of hashtag items that are being kept somewhere, and you have to use one of the items on the list. You don't have to use a current hashtag, but I promise you almost everything has been used. Like when we try to find a clear hashtag, one thing that we try to do in our group, if we're going to use a hashtag for an event, we try to make sure we put my name in it or something very specific, because if we don't, there's probably one out there, like Tags Giving probably exists somewhere else,
And when you do hashtags, it's all one word. Like I just made this up. Hashtag Facebook how to with Maymay. So I'm gonna post that. It's the only, there's nothing else. But
it also makes it big.
But if that's because it's so small.
Yep.
But if I were to post this somewhere else also, or start adding it to all my posts, when someone clicks on it, they'll see that wherever it's posted. Does that make sense?
Another person said it does have to be exact. If you don't have the exact wording of the hashtag, it won't show up in your search. That is correct.
I'm going to delete this because I don't want people, there's nothing else. So I don't want people to think. And delete your post.
Yep. We've covered everything on my page, so I just want you guys to ask any questions so we make sure we cover them before we go. But we have covered all of the notes, Mel. Oh, wait, I want to look at one other spot because you and I had one other little note section.
Okay.
What was it? Let me go back to our messages. And photo albums, files, documents, turning notifications on. You did it all. You've done it all.
I think so. It's been 2 hours. We've never done one for 2 hours. So it's probably good that this was going to be split up into 2 videos.
Yeah, true. Hey, hold on 1 second, please. Anna's Juice just said something really, really ugly, and I just want to let you know, Anna's Juice, I'm going to remove you, but I love you, and I'm going to pray for you, so God bless.
I want to show this too. Sorry, George, but now they're going to know you reported them. If there's a post in a group, you can report them, and let me show you how. I don't allow people to sell things in my group, so George is following the rules and helping me by reporting this post that somebody is selling this. So I'm gonna, I can keep the post if I decide it's okay, or I can delete the post. And some admins don't like it if you report post. I prefer it if there's something that really doesn't belong, or is spam, or just totally off subject, or something bad. I would prefer you to report it. Maybe I can't report in my group, so I'm going to go to your group.
Hey, there's a question. When we are following YouTube, do you see everything we post? I'm sorry if this is a repeat question, just got here.
No, I really only go to notifications, and then I go into my group and try to help people and answer questions into the groups that I'm in.
Yeah, I don't get every single post everybody does.
I can go see all your posts if I want to, unless you have them marked as private or for you only. But if we are friends, I have the option to go to your page and look.
This is interesting from Leanne. Do hashtag items like photos eventually get deleted, or would this be a good way to save those things?
I heard a long time ago that a group is only allowed to have 5,000 photos. And then when they get more than that, as a new one's posted, the oldest one gets deleted, but I'm not sure if it's true. I have no idea.
Leanne asked, can I see if someone takes a screenshot of my Facebook photos? No, because that's something they're doing from their computer. You're not going to see that.
If you don't want someone to take your photo, or because sometimes people will take your photo and put it up as their own, you can always do a watermark or put your name on it or something too. That's just, go ahead.
Also a question is, can I, do you mind if we help others?
I don't mind. I prefer it. I mean, I like to help too, but like I've been in this video for 2 hours. I have not gone to my group and helped anybody. I hope that the people that are asking questions are getting help from other experienced people.
Here's another comment. There is a difference between reporting to Facebook or reporting to an admin. Yes, there is. Explain that.
And let me show you how to report. Maybe I'm going to report your video.
Oh, you better not.
I am.
Well, trouble?
No, I'm going to report to admin. All of your admins are going to get a notification that there was a post reported. Hopefully, they're mad at me. Well, I guess I don't have to because I can't show it. I just showed how Joy. But you can report to admin. Nobody knows who reported it except for the admin. So, like, if you don't want somebody to be mad at you, so you don't want to report it, but you won't see they won't see the report. So always only do report to admin. That's the admin in the group. If you report the post, that goes to Facebook, and then they review it. And they usually let it go because it's not against Facebook guidelines, only the group rules. And you can start your own group if you want. Anybody can start a group for anything.
For anything. Okay, next one is, also heard someone was put in Facebook jail for liking too much. That does happen, but it has to be, like, you have to like someone in succession so much. Like, I mean, you have to do so many likes at one time, right?
I never heard of it for liking. I've heard it for posting too many links. They think you're spam. Yeah. I was put in Facebook jail years ago. I don't remember why. I mean, I didn't do anything wrong, but
I don't remember
I think at one point I was asking people to be my friends. So I was going through and asking too many people at once to be my friends. And then one time my name was reported to Facebook that Melody Lane was not my real name. I had to prove to Facebook that it was my real name. It's on my driver's license. So this was way back, maybe like 2010 or 9 or something. This is way back. And I had to prove to them that it's on my driver's license, and I had to prove my address and so many things.
Basically, Facebook jail is not where you don't stay there permanently. You just have to let them know you're real. It's basically like they just try to keep the spammers out, just like everybody else does.
They're trying to keep the spamming out.
Okay, one more thing. Tamitha commented, we do not allow watermarks on photos in our group. And I know people get frustrated about this. Here's the reason we don't. I want to explain this. I only put in my group what I approve of. If I don't approve of it, it's not going in there. So here's the situation. If someone puts in a link and some of my members follow that link and it goes to somewhere that I'm not approving of, then it looks like because they found it in my group, I approved of it. Okay? We don't allow selling in our group. We don't allow any of that stuff. We're pretty strict in our group. I think we are anyway. And the reason for that is because I want to make it a safe, just talk about crafting environment. You don't have to worry about somebody bothering you to sell you stuff all the time. So the reason watermarks are not allowed is because a lot of times that's people just trying to get people to go back to their store. A lot of times. I know it's not always, but a lot of times it's just an excuse to have a link without a link.
Right.
So. All right. I don't see any more questions. We're getting a lot of trolls. We need to get off of here. We've been on here long enough for them to start finding us. So we need to get, I'm blocking people left and right. So.
Let me stop sharing my.
All right, guys, I hope you learned a lot. We're going to do everything we can to get both of these back together. Oh, wait, I commented that I really like someone's craft and they offered to sell it to me. Does that make, it does make, yeah, it does. It does. You're not in there for that reason. All right, so I hope you guys learned a lot today. I think we did this for plenty of time. I think we went over everything, but you may still have some questions. We encourage you to share these videos with your friends. If your friends are new to Facebook, share this because it might help them. They might be like, wow, that's just what I needed. The same with our YouTube one, if you want to know how to do YouTube. And if there's another social media you guys want us to, what's the word, like cover or explain, let us know. All right. Wow, Tamitha says I've added over 45 people to the group since we started this. So she's added to our group 45 people. I bet your moderator's been busy.
Yes. And we'll put a link below to our groups in the description.
We love ya. And we'll see you again for our next one.
All right, guys. Thanks, guys. Bye. I forgot how to stop. Oh, there it is. The button.